boarding requested.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome on board our flight. Please place your large bags into the overhead lockers, wheels first, and keep your small items under the seat in front of you. These include laptops, handbags, duty-free and loose items of clothing. If you are seated in an emergency exit row or a front row bulkhead seat, all of your items must be placed into an overhead locker. Once you have safely stowed your cabin bag, please take your seat. To help us ensure an on-time departure, we would kindly ask that you keep the aisle clear, enabling all remaining customers to board. Your seatbelt can now be fastened ready.
Hello, Captain. We are ready for pushback.
No smoking service. Thank you for observing this policy.
Passengers boarding starting.
Departure checks completed. Bypass pin inserted.
London Stansted, Ryanair, 9 to uniform, 5 Bravo, landing lights,
Stanford traffic, Ryanair, Alpha, Foxtrot, Zulu, taxi 0. Oh, sorry, Charlotte, I'm
Hello everyone and very warm welcome to an episode in Microsoft Flight Sim 2024. So today we are at the lovely Stansted Airport. Doing a flight over to Dublin today. And a bit of a surprise, we're in the, bit of a change, we're in the Monarch A320. Bit of a retro airline that obviously doesn't exist these days. We are connected to the VATSIM network, but unfortunately there's no ATC currently at Stansted. There was when I started to set the flight up, but unfortunately none now. Hi mate, how are we doing? Hope you're well. We'll get going in a minute. So let's just quickly take you through the operational flight plan for today's flight. So as you can see, we are in the Phoenix A320 CFM variant of this Monarch aircraft. Call sign today is Monarch 907. Cost index of 31. It's got there the flight level of 380. However, I have just rerun that actually. So let's I'll just get the new operational flight plan in a minute. So I just need to quickly change that. So cost index now is 37. So we'll just pop that straight in. Zero fuel weight of 54.4 tons. We're expecting a runway 04 departure today out of Stansted. Yatava 1 Sierra standard instrument departure, and the Bagso 3 Romeo arrival into Dublin, runway 10 left currently. So at the minute there isn't any ATC at Dublin. That could change though. You never really know. Sometimes ATC comes online. Fuel required today is 5.7 tons of fuel.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Let's move a bit further down.
please place your large bags into the overhead lockers.
So NOTAMs, there's nothing of interest for NOTAMs really.
Under the seat in front of you. These include laptops, handbags, duty-free and
Just trying to find the weather information for you.
If you are seated in an emergency exit row,
So current weather here at Stansted, 21 degrees Celsius, QNH 1022.
cabin bag, please.
Wind's fairly calm, 050 at 7 knots.
We would kindly ask that you keep the aisle
So that should be quite nice. Clouds broken at 3,000 feet.
seatbelt can now be fastened ready for
Arrival into Dublin, so we've got 15 knots, 090 at 15 knots. A little bit cooler over in Dublin, 15 degrees Celsius, QNH 1024 currently. And sort of our taxi route in today. So we're currently at stand 41, which you've probably seen already on Apron Charlie. So we're expecting runway 04, so it's a fairly straightforward taxi. So we'll be out onto Charlie and then basically continue all the way down the hotel, holding point Kilo 1 Lima. We'll see what we need to do there. So we're just waiting for the rest of passengers to board. Well, saying that, half of them are on the way. We're just waiting for fuel to be on the aircraft and then we'll get on our way. We'll have a quick walk around the aircraft whilst we're at it. So this is the Stansted scenery, add-on scenery. Finally got it working nicely. There's the main terminal building. You'll probably see the train actually. There's a train that runs between all the terminals. But anyway, let's have a quick wander around the aircraft, make sure that's all looking all good. It's the first time I've ever flown in the Monarch A320 in fairness. I was just having a look at trying to find a different airline to be honest, just to choose. And the problem is there's not many UK airlines that really operate the 320 other than like British Airways or EasyJet really. There's not many others. So trying to have a look. I did have a look to see if TUI operate any Airbuses, but they don't. They pretty much operate a whole Boeing fleet. So what are you guys up to today? Anything much or just chilling out? Oh yeah, it's lovely textured this aircraft to be fair. So we're just waiting for the fuelers to come. Once they're done, we'll get on our way. I'd imagine the parking brake's set. There we go. Obviously the tug's already connected, which is to be expected really. We'll jump back in the flight deck. So guys, if you're enjoying some of the content, feel free to head over to Discord if you have Discord. So we're making a bit of a community hub there. It's quite new still. There's still a lot of things being developed in the background. Not by myself either. By one of our subscribers actually has offered to get things up and running. And to be fair, it's coming along quite nicely. To be fair, there's been quite a few changes to it. It's coming along really nicely. And the sort of design is just for a bit of a community hub for people to chat and integrate with each other. So we've got 14 minutes until our scheduled departure time. Obviously there's no ATC online, so once we've got everyone on board and passengers on board, we'll get going. I'm still waiting for this fuel. I don't know where this fuel's got to. I'll have a quick look out the window here, see if it's arrived yet. It's just arrived now, look. There we go. Thank you for everyone that's subscribed and following us. Much appreciated, to be quite honest. It's quite nice to have a fair few. We're just short of 100 subscribers now. There's certainly been a big increase in this last 2 or 3 weeks. Nearly doubled in the last 2 or 3 weeks. Obviously, you know, we had some issues with the scenery here at Stansted, which has now been fixed. Feel free to check that video out. I've been slated in the comments a little bit for it, because apparently it's very well known, this issue. However, I've never come across this issue before until installing the inner build scenery. So this is London Stansted, I think, that we have here. And with that being said, we've just had Essex radar come online, so we'll have to get our clearance now. Like I say, we're just waiting for fuel to get on board and then we'll get going.
Please place your large bags into the overhead lockers. Wheels first.
What's everyone up to today? Anyone doing anything nice? Obviously the weather in the UK is beautiful at the minute.
Laptops, handbags, duty-free and loose items.
Apologies there was no video yesterday. There was meant to be a video yesterday and I recorded a video yesterday and then realised that the sound was muted, so we couldn't have that. You can't just listen to me for an hour and a half.
To help us ensure an on-time departure, we would kindly ask that
So we'll just move over to Essex radar 120625.
as we are currently refueling, please ensure your seatbelt remains unfastened until the seatbelt sign is turned on. This is a no-smoking service. Thank you for observing this policy.
So boarding's complete, we're just waiting for the refueling. Once that is all done, we will get on our way. We'll just sit here and watch the refueler for a little bit. So this is GSX, for those of you that are new to flight sim. So GSX is what provides all our ground services. It's a great bit of kit, to be fair. It's a little bit pricey to start with, but to be honest, once you've paid for it, it pays for itself. The immersion you get from it is absolutely amazing, to be honest. As far as I know, all the bags are on board. Just wondering because we've got a couple of tugs sat here with belts, so we'll see what's going on with that. So yeah, apologies that the content's a bit of a strange time today. I was going to do it evening time, but unfortunately I had work last night, so I managed to wake myself up a little bit earlier today. Get a quick flight in for you guys. We may do a flight later on, I'm not too sure at the moment. I'm not sure what the plans are this evening. There we go, Essex radar is now online. So we're just waiting for the refuelers really. We'll just have a quick look to see if the bags have been loaded. We'll have a look on the tablet here. Yeah, so the bags are all on board. So what we'll do is we'll request our clearance. Essex radar, good afternoon. Monarch 9S7s with you on stand 41 at Stansted, requesting IFR2 Dublin, please.
Monarch 9S7 Stansted radar, hello, Lava 1 Sierra departure. Walk 2234. Information Foxtrot is current.
Information Foxtrot, Squawking 2234, and your Tower 1 Sierra departure. Monarch 9S7. Just to advise, your mic seems to be cutting out a little bit. I'm not sure why.
Roger, thank you.
So, Squawking 2234 is all done. Information. So, QNH is still 1022. And we'll get ourselves going in a second. Like I say, we're just waiting for... Oh, refueling's finished now. So, just make sure they're out of the way. He's just about gone. So, cockpit preparation checklist, gear pins, covers removed. Fuel quantity is 5.56 tons. Seatbelt on, adheres are set to nav. Barref 1022. And we'll go straight to the before start checklist. Spark brake is set. Takeoff speeds and thrust. V1 140, VR 140, V2 143, thrust of 68%. Windows and doors, windows closed, beacon is on. We'll just get the APU started for our departure. Hi guys, welcome to the channel. So we're just about to get pushed back from stand. Like I say, we've got ATC now online, which is very nice to have. So we can expect to push back probably onto Charlie Wester, I guess. And then we'll get ourselves going. There's not much, I don't think there's any other traffic on the ground at Stansted at the minute. There's a couple of Ryanairs with us a little bit earlier on. I don't know if you can see the Stansted train. Sometimes you can. You can see it just past. There we go. Just going past the terminal building now. So, APU is about online. Wonderful. Disconnect external power.
Locking gear.
So, we'll just get our pushback clearance. Essex radar, Monarch 97 is ready to pushback stand 4-1.
Monarch 97 stand 4-1, push and start approved. Stansted QNH 1022.
Push start approved, QNH 1022, Monarch 97. So strange having a different call sign. So strange. So, just waiting for the aircraft to be lifted, and we'll get ourselves on the way. Make sure everything else is okay here, which it is. Just waiting for GSX to do its thing. Yeah, we'll go on to facing north onto Charlie Middle. There we go.
Release parking brakes, please.
Brakes released, you clear to push.
Commencing push. All engines clear. Start at will.
Start sequence 1 then 2, starting 1. Hope the sound and everything's okay for everyone. Starting number 2. Flaps 1 set.
Please set parking brakes.
Brakes up.
Unlocking gear.
So trim down 0.2. Auto brake max. Engine sees
Quebec radar, Ryanair for my Quebec racing route check.
APU off.
Says you're calling readability 5.
Roger that, Ryanair is for my Quebec, requesting direct Nori.
Ryanair 84, Mike Quebec, Stansted radar. Hello, you can monitor the advisory 122.8 with the same flight, bye bye.
Monitor advisory 122.8, bye. Thank you so much for your following. Till next time. Ciao.
Tow truck disconnected. Bypass pin removed.
Flight control check.
Left is clear. Right is clear.
Pull up. Fall down. Neutral. Pull left. Pull right. Neutral. Rudder. Pull left. Pull right. Neutral. So then, let's request taxi. Just make sure that. There you go. He's already walked away with the pin. Wonderful. Taxi lights. After start checklist, anti-ice not required. Ecom status is checked. Pitch trim down 0.2 and rudder trim is neutral. One at 97 is ready for taxi.
Monarch 97 taxi, holding point Kilo 1 via Charlie Hotel and Kilo.
What about Kilo 1, Charlie Hotel and Kilo? Monarch 97. So straight ahead Charlie, and so brake check. Pressure 0. Taxi checklist. Flaps doors checked. Flap setting. Config 1 plus F. Radar. Predictive wind shear system is on and auto. Engine mode selector. Norm. And eco memo takeoff. No blue bar in the cabin, which is what we expect. So we'll just bring the thrust back a touch. So not this first left, that's Juliet, second left hotel. And all the way down to the bottom to Kilo. Romeo there. Hello, flight deck.
The cabin is now secure for takeoff.
Lovely, thanks. Maybe we should actually look where we're taxiing to. I didn't realise how big the runway is here, to be honest. It's quite a big airport, really. Packs 1 and 2 off. TCAS TA RA. Slightly above our taxi speed, so we'll just slow ourselves down a touch. So flight time today is 59 minutes.
Are you able to Lima 1 for departure?
Yes, we can leave at Lima 1, Monarch 97.
Monarch 97 via Lima 1, line up for runway 04.
Lima 1, line up 04, Monarch 97.
Exit approach, Blue Max 1 Hotel Foxtrot.
Blue Max 1 Hotel Foxtrot, Stansted radar. Hello. If we're landing runway 0, correction, expect vectors for runway 04.
Flaps 1 down, point 2.
Information Golf is go, report your aircraft type and passing level.
Okay, we're
B1132, 132,
134.
134.
110.
Blue Max 1 Hotel Foxtrot. Descend flight level 90.
Descending 90, Blue Max 1 Hotel Fox.
So clear right side, clear left side.
Blue Max 1 Hotel Foxtrot, turn left heading 240 degrees.
Left 240, Blue Max 1 Hotel Fox.
Cabin crew seats for departure, please. So we should get our clearance any second, really. Just sit on the parking brake for a minute.
Monarch 97 from Lima 1 runway 04, clear takeoff. Stansted, wind 040 degrees, 9 knots.
Clear for takeoff, 04, Monarch 97. Takeoff.
Approach EG27 Echo Papa, view at flight level 150.
EG27 Echo Papa.
Manflex 68 SRS runway, auto thrust blue.
Stansted radar. Hello, expect vectors to the ice approach runway 07 at Luton. Information Zulu is current. Report your
100
aircraft
knots.
type and level.
Flight level 150, Airbus A320, inspect vectors for ILS, runway 07 with information Zulu.
Rotate.
EG27 Echo Papa.
Positive climb, go up.
Flight level 110.
So flight level 110, EG27 Echo Papa.
Blue Max 1 Hotel Foxtrot, descend flight level 80.
80, Blue Max 1 Hotel Fox.
Just climb. Flap 0.
Monarch 97 squawk mode, correction. Squawk identity, report passing altitude.
Full guide, then down, passing 2,200, Monarch 97.
Monarch. Last station calling, nothing heard, just static. Brake, Monarch 97. Climb now, flight level 120.
Climb now 120, Monarch 97.
Golf Bravo, this is Lou India.
120 set.
Hello, again, Cambridge.
Just climb, open climb.
Departure to the south, please.
Golf Zulu India startup is approved. Cambridge information Bravo is current. Squawk 4675.
Startup is approved. Information Bravo, squawk 4675. Golf Zulu India.
EG27 Echo Papa D7 flight level 70.
The flight level 70 to 27 Echo Papa.
Max 1 Hotel Foxtrot 37 track miles, descend to altitude 3000 feet, Stansted QNH 1022.
3000 Stansted QNH 1022, Max 1 Hotel Fox.
Bravo to Zulu India, ready for taxi.
Golf Zulu India, say again?
Ready for taxi.
Golf Zulu India, you can taxi holding point Charlie via November Charlie.
What about Charlie via November Charlie, Golf Zulu India?
EG27 Echo, disregard.
So unfortunately we won't be in airspace for very long. So standard is set.
Papa, turn left wing 340 degrees.
Left turn 340 degrees, EG27 Echo Papa.
Monarch 97, no further ATC available. Monitor advisory 122 decimal 8, have a safe flight, bye bye.
To advise 122.8, thanks for your help by Monarch 97. So that's us over to Unicom now, unfortunately. We'll see how we do. So about 56-minute flight time at the moment. Got an aircraft just to the south of us. Maybe have to get a couple of shortcuts in as well. Trying to. We'll see how things progress as we go along. See if we can get some. So we're out of Essex radar's control zone at the moment. So we could go direct Welling actually. So we're going to continue climb to 80. Luton traffic, Monarch 97, climbing flight level 280 and direct Welling. So that's us over to Welling now. Like I say, if you're not already subscribed, peeps, feel free to like, comment, subscribe. If you want to see any different content, feel free to put some suggestions in there. And also, there is a complete whole chat on our Discord channel where you can put route suggestions in. And also, there's a lot of downloadable content on there now. So there's a lot of a settings guide that we have. So all my settings based on my sim, all the sort of add-ons we run. We've also got some of the livery links that we use for our flights, along with quite a few other bits and bobs, such as cabin announcement packs, and just general advice really. So yeah, if you want to check that out, feel free. You should enjoy it. Like I say, it's going to be a bit more of a community hub. We are hoping in the near future we're going to have our own virtual airline. So if any of you are any good at making liveries for aircraft, that would be much appreciated. I must admit, I've never tried it, and I'm not that sort of skilled person. At the moment, we're not too sure the branding and stuff with that, but looking forward, that's probably what we are going to do once we get a few more subscribers and a bit more support on the Discord channel. So if that's interests you, feel free to go there. You can have a look on my YouTube channel. The Discord link's in the page, and it's also in the lower link on the video. So there's obviously not many of you on today, which is understandable because it is the middle of the week. most people are working. But obviously, you can always get it on catch up. We may try and do another video stream tonight. I'm not too sure yet. It depends on what plans are. Need to go shopping. So we've not been shopping this week yet. So need to do some food shopping. So we're direct Welland, not too far off top of climb, so Akbar, we should be at top of climb. So then we're going up towards the Trent VOR, so over the top of Manchester, over Liverpool, and then out from there. And we're pretty much flying straight over the top of Manchester radar, so chances are we'll probably have to speak to Manchester radar. Just see if there's any top coverage, which doesn't seem to be. And it sounds like, oh, we've also got Dublin Tower now come online, so everything's coming together quite nicely. That's how it works sometimes, is you don't get any ATC on for ages. So 18580. I say it's not going to be long now until we get ourselves sorted. Lovely day for flying though, to be honest. There's very few clouds in the air, which is always a bonus. Hi guys, welcome to the channel. Feel free to say hello in the comments. Let me know what you're up to today. So we're going to be going into Essex radar controlled zone. No, sorry, not Essex. Manchester radar control zone very shortly. Like I say, Dublin Tower is also online as well, so hopefully they stay online for our trip into Dublin. So the current arrival time is 16:07. We've got 290 miles to run, so not too far to be honest. Monarch were meant to be making a comeback, to be fair. I remember a couple of years ago they were on about Monarch making a bit of a comeback, but nothing's really progressed as of yet, so I'm not sure what the plan is with Monarch. I've personally never flown with Monarch, so I don't know a huge amount about them. I just thought we'd mix it up a little bit, a bit retro with the different airline. Now we've got a bit of traffic in about 20 miles. So we're just about at our cruise altitude 280. I'm going to have a little look at our landing performance as well into Dublin. So we're expecting 10 left. We'll just refresh the METAR as well. So QNH there is 1024. Temperature is 16 degrees Celsius. So it's a little bit cooler over there today. And 090 at 13 knots. So landing weight, let's just calculate our quick landing weight, see what that is. Landing weight is estimated to be 57.4. So we'll put 57.4 in. I was just having a look too. So we can quite easily go auto brake low. It's quite a big runway, to be fair, for Dublin. So let's just have a quick look over to the performance page. I'll also pop in our minimums as well. So ILS 10 left. We'll hopefully do a visual approach if the visibility is good. The visibility is showing as it's being good, so shouldn't be an issue. So 690. We get the right numbers in. 690. Into the barrow box. That'll give us enough for a visual approach. We can go down to further minimums if we're doing a full auto land, so we'll see how we get on there. So if you're new to the channel, welcome. So we're in our cruise at the moment. We'll try and get a hopefully another video later today or tonight. We'll see how things go. If not, we'll be definitely doing one tomorrow. So, just about over Manchester. We'll have a quick look to see if there is anything control zone on in Manchester. Technically speaking, we're in London's control zone. We're about to go out of it at Trent though, so in about 9 miles. So there's probably little benefit, to be honest, in moving over to London control's frequency at the moment. Because literally as soon as we get to Trent, that's it, we'll be into Manchester radars. So it's got us pretty much flying straight overhead Manchester. I don't know if there is any restrictions for Manchester, whether... Doesn't say there's any ATC sector restrictions, so we'll just play it by ear and see if they want us to contact them. So, our arrival routing. Where are we coming from? So, we're coming from Bagso, flight level 240. So that's our first restriction, flight level 240. I'll just show you quickly on Navigraph to be fair. So this is just coming in at Bagso, and then Elbon. Then at Aster we need to be at flight level 80, so it's quite a big difference between Bagso and there. Then we basically follow this left hand turn pattern all the way to flight level 80, then we get to IFBAP, flight level 40, and then inbound for runway 10 left. So as you can see from IFBAB we make a further left turn and then intercept the ILS. Intercepting the ILS at 4,000 feet, and if any missed approach, so continue straight ahead and then turn left to Delta 907, which should already be computed. Then basically make that whole left hand circuit again. Max is 200 knots speed, so we'll see how things go with that. Hopefully we won't need to do a go around, but it's always good to plan ahead just to see in case you do need to do them. So 18580 is where we are. In a second, so once we get to this next waypoint in a second, that is where we pretty much go into Manchester's control zone. So we'll move over to Manchester control zone now. Manchester radar, Monarch 97's with you at flight level 280.
Monarch Station calling. I don't have a strip for you. How far away are you?
Oh, just near the Manchester VOR.
Roger, you're outside of my airspace, so you can monitor Unicom for now, 122.8.
Yeah, no, it's OT on Monarch 97, wait. Yeah, I wasn't too sure there. It's always better to plan for the worst. He's saying I'm outside of his airspace. Problem is, it doesn't actually tell you on Navigraph what the flight restrictions are. Sometimes it tells you that it only applies between a certain flight level. I think it's because we're so high, we don't comply with the... We don't need to basically speak to them. So that'll be why. But it's always good to prepare. So if you notice ATC sectors online and they've not called you, it's always best just to go and double check, because there's nothing worse than being in controlled airspace and not contacting them. Generally speaking, obviously they'll tell you to move over to the channel. But we'll be pretty much out over the ocean in a moment, so let's have a look on the... not going to be much longer. So we're near Asnip. So we're just about at the halfway point in about 10 miles. Like I say, and then we're pretty much straight out over the ocean. Lovely day for flying though. We've got about, like I say, a 15 knots wind at the moment, so nothing too drastic. Lovely views from up here today, though. Lovely views of the field. So I have changed a couple of settings with the graphics. Basically, we've gone to sharpening mode rather than the scaling mode. It does seem a little bit more crisp, I must admit. So we'll have a quick look at the weather as well, just over as we're flying overhead here. So there's no major weather. I see. So we've got no turbulence, which is always a bonus. Oh, it should be a nice smooth flight over here. Let's see, we're just this is Liverpool over on the left side here. I don't know if we can quite make out the airport. I think the airport's a little bit further around to this left side. Oh, you could just, there you go, just picture Liverpool Airport there on that left side. Like I say, feel free to say hello in the chat if you're new to the channel and just want to say hello. Come and join in with the conversation. Tell me what you're up to today. We will obviously make this video into a shorter video as well for some takeoffs and landings. So it looks like we're coming into a little bit of clouds. Hopefully nothing too drastic, really. The views do seem different in the 320. When I reset the cockpit view, it does seem a little bit different to how it is in the others. So I don't think normally we get Gareth on. He's usually he usually joins most of our streams if he can, but I would presume he's at work today. So swings and roundabouts. So it's not really that long really before we need to start our descent. So about 80 miles now until Bagstow. So we need to lose 4,000 feet, which is perfectly doable. So, like I say, not too long before we start our descent now. About 43 miles or so. The clouds looking lovely today though. Absolutely lovely. So whether we get a little bit bumpy up here, because we've got a little bit of cloud, may make things slightly bumpy, but we'll see how how things proceed. I'm kind of hoping we get Dublin radar. That would be really nice if Dublin radar came online, but unfortunately at the minute we just got tower, but tower's better than nothing in fairness. So 118,600 for tower. So I'm going to go direct Lanver and just try and cut a little bit of the corner off. I'll say it's not too long, about 25 minutes and we'll be on the ground. It may be a little bit sooner, to be fair. And hence if we're going to have to fly the full procedure, or if we can descend quickly enough to get down at Dublin. So far so good with everything being nice and stable. We've not had any stutters over the last few days, which is always a bonus. So we're 2 subscribers off 100 subscribers. It'd be nice if it was 100k subscribers, but there we go. I'm quite happy with a reasonably small channel, to be fair. It's very strange how sometimes the videos though, some of them are so popular. I uploaded one yesterday, it's had nearly 1,000 views already on it. That was my little scenery fix with Stansted, so hopefully it's all working as it should be now. So we've got one aircraft 20 miles to the west of us. I know we're going to have to see them in this weather. So we're going to go manage and descend to flight level 240. We're only about 10 miles off of it. Just to make sure we achieve everything there. So that is where RF Valley and all that is, off the Welsh coast there on that left side. So at the top end we've got RF Valley. So we're just going direct to Bagso now. And so we're just starting our descent. And here we go. So flight level 240 here. Hi, welcome to the channel. Feel free to say hi in the chat. Or even better, if you want to join the Discord channel, you can always speak to me on there as well. Let's have a quick look at our routing across. So 220 knots at Astor, flight level 80. And then we fire the full procedure rounds, and then 4,000 at IFBAP. And sub off 220 knots. So it's a fairly slow speed restriction there then. And then 3,000 feet and then down on 10 left. Like I say, we've just got the Irish coast coming into view now. So we're going Dublin traffic, Monarch 907 descending flight level 140. So we just compute 140. Just realised we had the landing lights on the whole time then. Oh dear. It'll be time for them to come on again in a minute. And same with the cabin. We've not released the cabin the whole time. We've been too busy looking at our routing and ATC. Oh well. Not the end of the world. We'll give them 5 minutes to go up to the toilet. So then we're nearly at Bagso, 10 miles on Bagso. No, I say we've started our descent quite early on. Hopefully we can get a little bit of a shortcut into Dublin. Hopefully we can go direct at IFBAB. I'll just show you on Navigraph. So yeah, at the minute we are showing here inbound Bagso. What we're hoping to do is get to Astor, we'll reduce speed, and hopefully if we can get to flight level 40 by IFBAP, basically we can cut out the star, hopefully. That's the plan anyway. Obviously if we have any sector control online, then we'll just have to follow everything, but we'll see how things go. So we've got Dublin Tower online, so we'll see how things proceed. So, direct Astor. So we're just going to go direct Astor at the moment. So we'll see how things go there. Don't know if we can quite make out the airport. It should be just here over to the left of us. So I can just see it into view there. The airport's just come into view on that left hand side. Like I say, we may not have to follow the full star. We'll see how things go. There's no ATC online, so we could probably go from Astor to IFBAB and then inbound from there. Just assuming that we can get to the correct altitude. Hi peeps, welcome to the channel. Like I say, we're just starting our descent now. Not going to be long before we're on the ground. Oh hey buddy, how are you doing? Are you back from college or wherever you're from? I want your opinion how? So obviously you've probably noticed I've uploaded a load of stuff to Discord. Yesterday I think it was. Yesterday, day before. Uploaded quite a bit on Discord. So hopefully it's all in the right places for you. It seems to make sense though, but I love the menus that you've done. I did change the style of one of the menus though, just so the way it looks, so it actually looks now, instead of a flat view, it's more of a tiled view. So right, let's pop the seatbelt signs on. Like I say, we'll need to reduce our speed in a minute. We'll just pop constraints on as well, just so we can see. Like I say, we're hoping to, if we descend well enough, we'll go straight in. A nice approach. That's good. Yeah, everything seems to work fine. No issues really with that. I know obviously there's a few pages that you still got some more bits to do, but that was the one that seemed the most complete, so I thought we'll add some bits in there. It's just working out how you ping everything, if I'm honest. That's what I was trying to work out. So we're going to be reducing our approach speed in a moment, so we need to be at 220 at Astor. So what we could probably do is actually reduce the rate of descent a touch. So approaching 10,000 feet, landing lights on. So we'll try and bring this speed back a touch, I think. Speed back to 220. Hopefully some of this should slow itself down a little bit. Yeah, no worries mate, that's fine. Yeah, no problem. So, like I say, we're just coming into our approach now. Monarch. So Monarch it's a UK airline. It's, I don't know when it went defunct. It's probably about 2005 or so. That might be why you've not heard of it. But so yeah, it went out of business in about 2005. There was talks of it making a bit of a comeback, to be fair. Reduced to 4,000. Like I said, we're going to go direct if, but there's no other planes about either, so we shouldn't have any issue with that. So 4,000, that should be fine then. Get ourselves in there. So your speed's nearly at 220. I don't know if we go manage or no. We'll activate the landing system as well. Automate low. Just waiting for speed brake to control the speed a touch. So 7,000, so QNH 1024, we'll just refresh the weather to make sure that is still the correct QNH. Yeah, 1024, no significant change, 080 at 13 knots. Just double check our performance. 080 at 13. QNH 1024, wonderful. So what we'll do, we're going to pop flaps 1 out and then hopefully we can get rid of the spoilers. Oh, there we go. So, try and bring the speed back a touch more. May need a touch more spoilers, just going to overspeed. And so we just reduce our rate of descent. First one is 1,000. So we'll move over to Dublin Tower. After landing, we can expect to vacate to the right hand side. That's everything coming in now, so glide slope's coming in nicely. So reduce speed.
Station Dublin Tower is now closed. Monitoring a command to 2 decimal plates.
Oh, wonderful. So that's closed now. That's not ideal. There we go. So speed back to 180.
Dublin traffic, Shamrock 85 Delta, on final approach from a 10 left landing.
Well, I can't see this traffic. So enable approach AP1, AP2. Dublin approach Monarch 907 is 15 track miles runway 10 left. Clockstar. Monarch 97 reducing minimum approach speed 160 until 4 DME. 160 is on. So hopefully we get a, there we go, we've got a view of the airport there. Flaps 2. So we'll take manual control over. So approach checklist. Barrier F 1024. Seatbelt on minimums 690. Order brake is low, and an engine mode selector is normal. So we're about to intercept the glide slope. Ground spoilers on. A little bit blustery at the moment. So 11 miles at the moment. So we're going to leave the autopilot a little bit longer at the moment, just because of how blustery it is. If we look out here, like we can see, it's wobbling quite a bit at the minute. Lovely views over Dublin there. There's a city over to the right side. So we're going to get ourselves configured a little bit earlier, just with the wind.
Traffic, Shamrock 850 Delta, clear runway 10 left.
He's way out of the way.
Vacated November 3.
Yeah, that'll be the plan for us as well. November 3. I've said I've not seen the traffic. Get down.
2,500. .
2,500.
Dublin traffic, line F4 lining up 108.707.
That's fine. Flaps 3. Flaps 4.
Dublin traffic, Shamrock 850 is also taxiing to the gate via November Kilo.
Reducing to minimum approach speed. Dublin traffic, Monarch 907, short finals and runway 10 left. Landing checklist going around, altitude 3000 is set. Cabin crew advised, eco memo, landing no blue. Man in flight.
Dublin traffic, line F4 taking off 108.
No, that's slight crosswind at the moment. Three lights adjusting. Flight director off, landing system off.
Above, 500. Minimum.
Continue.
400. 300. 200.
'Light slope. 'Light slope. 'Light slope.
40. 30. 20. Retard. 10. 5.
Ground spoilers. Reverse is green. Any braking? Batch track spoilers retract. Vacating right at November 3. Dublin traffic, Monarch 97, vacating right November 3. Taxi lights, let's just slow ourselves down a touch. So we continue to the left. Shoot, we'll turn right to November here. So after landing, radar windshield system is off. After landing complete. So we're going to taxi. So stand 142 left, I think. Dublin traffic 197, taxiing to stand 142 left via November, Foxtrot Outer, Link 6, Delta November. So then, see, so we want to be on North Apron. 142. One, 4, 2 left. So next left onto November. That's fine. So nose round to the left side, November, and first left. That's just Foxtrot Alpha. Next left onto Link 6. Let's just stand on the left side. Quite a big stand actually. Probably should have been on the main terminal building, but oh well. So it's just Delta November. And 142 left. I'm hoping it's going to be this one here. Which it is. Park brake set. 30 seconds until cooldown time has elapsed. Let me just do an engine one off.
Cabin crew disarm doors.
The boarding requested.
No, so there's no ground ATC, unfortunately. I thought there would be, to be honest. Well, there was ATC on the ground initially. Yeah. Need to still get the field looking a little bit better though on our approach. The runway was very, very pixelated until we got quite close. So I'm guessing it's to do with the terrain level of detail that we need to just have a fiddle with. So, so ground for now connected, and we'll disconnect the APU. Parking checklist, parking brake or chocks, parking brake is set, engines off, wing lights are off, fuel pumps are also off, parking checklist complete. There's an American Airlines aircraft taxiing about at the minute. Looks like he's just landed. Obviously I don't know why he's got no landing gear. It seems to be a bit of a quite a common thing, that, to be honest. see how the passengers are looking today. Are they still pixelated? Yes, they're still pixelated. Wonderful. So guys, thank you very much for joining us on this short stream
Passengers
from Stansted to Dublin. It was a fairly nice flight, to be quite honest. Not much ATC, unfortunately. We're going to try and do another flight later tonight. It just depends on other commitments, whether we can get that done or not. But there'll be an announcement for that. Thanks very much for joining Barbecue Bacon Burger and the rest of you that have joined. Thank you, Mohammed, as well. I hope you enjoyed it. We're hopefully getting quite a few more videos. We'll try and do one a day is the ideal plan, but obviously with work commitments that's not always possible. But anyway, for now, thank you very much for watching. Feel free to join us on our Discord page, which Barbecue Bacon Burger has very nicely set up for us. And it's quite a nice community hub. There's quite a lot of stuff on there now as well. So feel free to check that out. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more content that will be upcoming. So take care and bye for now.